What up, family? It costs nothing to hit that like button, fam. Takeoff situation. We know the Migos was already in a breakup type ordeal, but the takeoff situation have caused Quavo to call it quits with the Migos. People wanted, you know, Quavo and Offset to collab and, come together. But that ain't happening, right? Now, it's a certain behavior, it's a certain dope that you gotta go through, fam, when you get to a certain level in the hip hop game, right? And the level that the Migos was on, if you can remember, when it come to Takeoff account estate, fam, that he had when he died was like $28 million. That's a different level from the majority, fam, of artists that's in the game today. You got to talk with certain people, meet with certain people, do things that you don't want to do with the battery in your back behavior, and they want you to make a certain type of Migos. You notice, fam, before we get into details, everything was dope related that went platinum. You feel what I'm saying? And when they broke up, you feel what I'm saying? Especially like in situations now, the labels back off when individuals die and they start feuding about money, like what's going on with Offset and the rest of them now. This situation, fam, has caused Quavo to go against the grain in the Not At Oath. I don't know how this is gonna go for Quavo doing what he's about to do now, because usually when you curve to the other side, when it comes to putting music from the tongue out into the world, they want the destroying music. They pour money into that. So Quavo just had an awakening, fam. No Takeoff death was all in the play. If you know the tribute to Takeoff, you can see that it was heartfelt, gospel-like song with Quavo. He just got a role, fam, in a movie. And Quavo said he had an awakening. And he want to do a gospel album. Want to go to gospel. Now, this is a big transition, fam. Follow me now. From being amigo, dope talker, into wanting to do a gospel album, right? Now, we know that he's going to put that product out on his own because the labels is not supporting nothing but destruction, sex, money, and murder. This thing can go all the way left as far as, but I wouldn't trip being Quavo because the greedy ones continue to ride on the community and not pour nothing back in, like your Gottis and your Gucci's and them. You couldn't get these Boosie and them. You feel me? He'd do a blues album, Boosie talking about, but when it comes to the gospel, the real of the world, because the world is the gospel. And a lot of these artists, fam, they grew up in the church, families, and if we know him and Takeoff had the bond that they have, fam. Don't no amount of money, you will always find your way back. That's why a lot of artists that we know got good music, have done great things for the community, have got the short end of the stick. They not living so well. But I think Quavo at a point, fam, because they hit the game by storm. And you losing your relative to this hip hop game. No amount of money could pay for. And everything people is missing the real point. Everything is surrounded around vibration, vibes, fam. And vibration come from your tongue, your lips. And when you pour the type music that these artists is pouring in the community now with no type of education behind it, just dope, sex, money, and murder, them things bound to happen in your life. The one that's pouring it out. Because what you put out there come back to you in the universe, even through lyrics. I think Quavo is understanding this side of the game right now. This is the reason, fam. I don't want to say I don't respect them, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the artists, older OGs that's in the game right now and signing these young artists that's dying, going to jail, not educating them on life for real. And I'm not talking about they saying, hey, I'm going to give you the game. I'm going to show you how to get a 70-30 or whatever type of deal going on. I'm not going to take from what Gotti and Gucci and different individuals telling these people. But at the end of the day, you're not helping them when it comes to the world, how the world works. When it comes to finances, when it comes to the killing of the situations that we see on a weekly basis and artists going to jail and what come with the money and the bad, the sad days, all they portraying, fam, is the good. And these underlings that want to be rappers taking on to this with Gotti in them and these big dogs showing the money, the chain, signing the artists on private jets and different stuff like that. And these kids worship these idols, fam. And they don't pour nothing back in the community while they kids just cooling and living good. They family living good. I just seen some kids coming by, had to break up a situation with some youngsters, fam, fighting, even stating hip hop lyrics in the midst of that, fam. That's how powerful it is. And once you get of a certain age, you get wisdom. You have got millions out of the community. What more do you want? I salute Quavo, fam, for making this transition and doing a gospel album, putting some back out in the community that the world needs, because you have took a lot. When people listen to any type of, you can cut some slow R&B, need to come back. You can cut some slow music, R&B music on right now, fam. It make you feel a certain type of way. You can cut finesse 2 times on, it make you want to turn up feels. You cut some blues on, you cut some gospel on, right? So anything, fam, just like eating food, that you decide to digest is what you're going to have to deal with. They're going to be the vibration of you. So the music can make you gain weight, meaning not as in physical weight, but in weight as problems, fam, mentally. Trying to match up with other people and what they got going on, and not just because another person get there on a scale of 1 to 10 and they get there 8.2, you might get there 3.7. The other individual 5.5. Everybody, human beings in life is different. Everybody is human, so best believe when it comes to millions of dollars, whatever you chasing, fam, everything new get old in the game. Then it's gonna be then what? But I will keep y'all updated on situations. But make sure you hit that like button, fam, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.